Hi. So what is the difference in my customized anxiety relief hypnosis program that I really customize to you and your needs, right? How is that compared? What's the difference between that and mainstream therapy? Actually, quite a bit. In this video, I'm just going to address that. So for one thing, my programs are typically short, in the sense that within a month to two, within 3 sessions, right? Within 3 sessions, you're going to get some significant relief that is long lasting. Okay? And the reason why is I do what I call a bottom-up approach. It's a bottom-up approach. You see this picture here? This picture here, this iceberg. The part that's below the waterline is the size of our subconscious. It is the size of the subconscious, okay? It runs about 85% of the life. From the discipline that I'm coming from and the programs that I've created, it addresses anxiety at where I feel is at the root cause, is at the subconscious level. Let's go bottom up, where the problem is actually created and it is kept alive, and it is creating havoc and a chokehold in your life, and your life is, you're struggling. You're unnecessarily struggling, right? I know exactly what you're feeling on this. So mainstream therapy is a top-down approach, right? It uses mainstream therapy is like cognitive behavior therapy and medication, right? Take cognitive behavior therapy, right? It uses your logic, your rational brain, your higher brain to go in deeper. I'm going to give you to go in to address anxiety. Does it work? Yes, it works for millions of people. But there is a certain subsection of people that is not enough. It is not penetrating deep enough and addressing it at the core level. What I do is a bottom-up approach. Actually, I hit it on many different levels. I want to show you something. It's heavy. I want you to imagine I have a toolkit bag. Okay? In here, I have so many different protocols, modalities, right? Therapeutic techniques that I can use for you. And the truth of the matter is, I am not sure what it is right now, just talking to a video camera. I don't know what's going to work for you. But during the free consultation, I'm going to take notes. And if I feel, and you and I feel that we are a good match, right? And then you become a client, there's going to be a questionnaire. Based on that, I customize my protocol just for you. And during this session, right, I really would have a layout, a treatment plan of how I want to help you out. My goal is for you to get some kind of relief right on the first session. That in itself is very different than mainstream therapy. I'm not talking about just breathing techniques. I'm going beyond that. These are very advanced modalities, okay? And we're going to deal with it at a subconscious level. So right there, there's a huge difference. At the very first session, every single one of my clients will feel some level of relief, okay? Now, during the session, like my toolkit bag, right? If I'm seeing like, oh man, clinically, I'm not getting what I want, I'm not achieving my clinical goals with you, I'm going to put my whatever protocols that I'm running with you, I'm going to put it down, go in my toolkit bag and bring something out and try it with you. Do you understand? It's just a metaphor. I am very nimble. I'm very agile. I'm very flexible. I need to meet you clinically where you are. Everybody is very unique. Everyone is extremely unique. So in mainstream therapy, it's a top-down approach, right? So from the top down, you're using your rational brain, your logical brain to say, hey, you know what? You don't need to feel this way. There is a distortions along the way here. The way you're thinking about it is actually not true, right? There's a different perspective you're not appreciating on this, right? So once again, mainstream therapy is fantastic. It works for millions of people. But the clients that really come over to me are the ones who've gone for mainstream therapies, different various types, who have been on medication, but yet they just feel there's something holding them back. And sometimes, can I tell you something? You're feeling anxious, you're feeling scared, you're feeling panicky, and you're not thinking any negative thoughts. You're in the middle of a shower, you're sleeping and you wake up feeling this way. You're watching a movie and you feel that dread, right? You're driving and you feel out of sorts. You just feel like people are asking you, like, how are you feeling? And you want to cry. What is that? I mean, like, there's no rationale in it. But somewhere in there, in the subconscious mind, this is taking place. So once again, I do a bottom-up approach. It's a bottom-up approach. And when you are seeing a therapist, a lot of my clients are currently seeing therapy, right? They see a therapist, they take medication, right? And then when you use my program, you expedite the healing process quicker. You gain control of your life. It is about making your life happen on purpose. I know that your life is not going, like in a particular areas of your life, you're not feeling like it's not working out for you. I'll give you an example, right? Recently, the very last client I worked with, right? I helped her on two issues. The primary issue she actually came to me was for smoking. Okay? But she had a lot of abuse in her when she was young. And during the session, she goes, George, for the last 3 months or so, I cannot breathe. It's nothing to do with the smoking. I feel tight. I feel scared. I feel something is going on. I asked her, give me permission to work on that, and we will nail it. Let me tell you, after my session with her, and she came to see me primarily for smoking. She stopped smoking, by the way, right? When we were done, and she came to my home office, she walked down the steps as she left the front door. She turned around, ran back up, and says, George, I want to give you a hug. I feel so much relief. This is what I want from you. I don't promise you anything, I don't guarantee anything, and I don't offer any refunds, right? I offer a payment plan, but I'm sure you want to know what the price is. Jump on the free call. Stop feeling scared about this, guys. If you know your life is not moving forward, doing the same thing is not going to get you a different result. I hope you understand this. Your life can get better. I want you to make your life happen on purpose, and it is within striking range. So some of the issues that my clients come to me is like for shame. Something that happened when they were younger. Something they did or something that happened to them, and there's so much shame in there. Guilt. Just anxiety. Fear-based. They got into a car accident, and after that, their life has been, they didn't suffer any physical damage. Emotionally, they're now scared. Now they're afraid to go for work. They'll find every excuse to stay home other than not just to mingle with family or socialize, just to have, your normal day-to-day responsibility. They're white knuckling it. It doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way, right? So there's a couple of things. Let me look at my notes here. Oh yeah, I just want to say this. I love this sentence that one of my clients said to me. Therapy works. She went for therapy. She says therapy absolutely worked. But she felt the stuff that the program, the customized anxiety relief program that I worked with her was, okay, how did she say it? She said, what I was doing was I was using a Band-Aid for a bullet wound. This is much deeper. The healing is much more profound. I have a lot of Google reviews. I have a lot of, there's a lot of stuff I have going on. There's a lot of Google reviews. The Google software just the software just randomly just deletes because for whatever reason it thinks it needs not to be there and just deletes. I've been helping people a long time. I used to suffer from anxiety myself. Okay. And I know what it means to be there. But what I went through is going to be clearly different from what you are. Two things. One, schedule a free consultation. Stop living scared. This is not going to get better, guys. I'm just telling you, if anxiety could have resolved by itself, it would have by now, in all this time. If you're sick and tired of it, just let's have a conversation, okay? Number two, I use different words, but there's an email that you got that says anxiety starter relief kit, something like that. It shows you a number of short videos. A lot of my clients have benefited from. Does that address things at the subconscious level? No, not really, but it gives you some form of a relief. Okay. Just check it out. Check it out, right? More importantly, schedule that free consultation, guys. Okay? Click that link, and I am looking forward to helping you make your life happen on purpose. Cheers.